Hello everyone. I want to get some stuff off my chest, because there's just some shit that's been going on YouTube for a little bit and before this, but I want to talk about a lot of it. So this is one of those topics that's just not safe for work, or you might find it like inappropriate or hell even disturbing, and I find it disturbing, but I felt as if it was a good duty to talk about it because it's just disgusting. It's starting to get out of hand, and there's a lot of people on this community that are beginning to surface, and I'm not really too keen on just letting this like slip under the radar because it grosses me out, and there's a lot of people that really should be using their voice to bring notice to this stuff, and they're not. Like the only person that's really bringing notice to stuff is like Keemstar and some other smaller guys. So I don't know why no one else is talking about this, but I feel as if it's important to talk about because no one's ever like saying anything about it, and it's gross. But we'll get into it. So what are we talking about? What has got me so flustered about this? Well, there are a lot of people that have been outed recently for nefarious activities with their younger audiences, such as Mini Lad or some other people, but Mini Lad and some others are going to be the topic of this video because there is just no excuse for this, and the people should really be like bringing notice of this stuff because I'm disgusted. It's gross. It shouldn't be happening, and it shouldn't be allowed on this website at all because you can't have YouTube Kids if you're not going to protect your younger audiences. It's gross, and I'm disgusted. There is just no care going into this from YouTube whatsoever. So let's obviously start with Mini Lad. Mini Lad has been outed as a predator, as this is kind of like the topic of the video. There is really nothing more to say about it. He's a predator. There's no excuse for this stuff, and the apology he put on Twitter is even more disturbing because there's people that are coming out and supporting him. Like, what is wrong with people? You don't support someone that's outed as a predator. That's disgusting. Like, there's no excuse for this behavior. Like, you don't get to apologize after you've done some disgusting things or have been manipulative to an underage child. Why is he becoming the victim here? He is a 25-year-old man that was having a sexual relationship with a minor, a 16 to 17-year-old girl, a 25-year-old man. Like, who here is going to actually support this? I know, disgusting people. It's gross. There's no reason for it. The apology's up on screen. You can already read it. I've read it. He's not going to pull the wool over my eyes. People like this do it again. So why does he have a platform to lure more minors into his grasp? It's disgusting. It shouldn't be happening. So after he apologized, he took like a couple month break from YouTube, and then he came back, started playing Minecraft, and then Keemstar called him out saying, "Why are you playing Minecraft? You've lost that right to play a children's game. Why are you playing a children's game?" And he's right. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. There is no excuse for any of this behavior. He knew the consequences when he started messaging that girl. He knew she was underage, and it just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, if you're actually supporting this guy, what is wrong with you? Like, you know what he did was wrong, and there's no way he can. He could probably get better over time, but there's no way I can look at him the same. I used to watch Vanoss and his friends when I was younger, but now I just can't look at this man the same. He's a predator. It's just proven he's a predator, and there's no reason why he should be on YouTube or even playing games with kids or just making videos for kids. It doesn't make sense. Listen, I don't care what you watch, but are you going to let your kid watch this? Are you going to let your kid, like, watch a man who has done some disgusting things with children? I'm not saying he went out of his way and, fucking hell, what was that? As I was saying, even if it wasn't his intention to date an underage kid, he did do it. And there is no reason he could have done it. He's like, dude, you're the adult. Be the adult. You're supposed to take the initiative and ask age. Make sure that you're not, talking to a child. Because what you did was irresponsible, and you knew what you did. You knew the risks, and you're not sorry. I know for a fact you're not sorry. You're just sorry that you got caught. There's a difference there. So the next person I wanted to talk about is a man named Fedmeister. Now, he isn't exactly a pedophile or whatever you want to call him, but he is no less a creep. He is a creep, and he has done some very perverted things with women in a group that he was used to be a part of, Offline TV. He was rightfully kicked out of this organization, but the thing that's even more disturbing is he's still not banned from YouTube or Twitch, and I find that very disgusting. I want to talk about it because this is definitely old news, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are watching this have heard about it. If you're obviously watching this video, you know what I'm talking about with most of the stuff. But I still don't understand why he's not banned, or even people giving him a platform to defend himself, or even people defending him. His own audience is defending this kind of behavior. I don't want to see him come back at all. I don't. So we're going to talk about what he did and what happened. So before we can actually talk about what he did, I got to give you some background just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. So Offline TV was a group of people, and it featured some big names like Michael Reeves or Pokimane. And Fedmeister was around like at the beginning, and what happened was he was acting inappropriately towards the women in the house, mainly Pokimane, Lily Pichu, and Yvonne. But Yvonne is the one who came out with this, and it kind of blew the it tore the gaming community like up. It was big news for a couple of weeks. It was really sad to see because I actually did like Fed. But as we've discussed, a lot of people who on the internet aren't really who they seem they are. There's a facade that a lot of these big YouTubers put on just so they can, seem more appealing to their fans. And, sometimes these facades are hiding monsters. Like, these people are monsters, and for some reason they are still allowed on this website, even though they're creeps. Like, I don't understand why anyone is supporting these types of people. To me, it's just appalling, it's disgusting, and I feel as if a lot of parents should be watching what their kids are watching. Like, they should be keeping an eye on their kids, because a lot of parental intervention could be done here to make sure that people are not getting hurt, because really, a lot of these people who are doing disgusting things with minors are narcissistic, and they only care about themselves. Like, it's blatant case of narcissism, because they just don't care about the other person. They don't care how it makes them feel. That's why I have no sympathy for these people. They're just disgusting and repugnant human beings. There's just no reason that you should be letting these things happen at all, especially on the case of YouTube, when they're not doing anything to prevent these kids from getting hurt. So why do these people still have an audience? Why are they still here? That's what's even more scary to me. Why is this allowed? Like, Lion Maker, he just came back to YouTube, and now he's posting videos again for all of his younger audience to see. Why is he allowed? He is a convicted pedophile. Why is he still on this website? He is a convicted pedophile. If you want to know more about what Lion Maker did, I'm not going to discuss it here. It's pretty gross, and I don't really want to talk about it. But I'll talk about what he did after the fact of when he got caught. So if you want to go find videos about what he did, you could look at Colossal Goes Crazy's channel, or just go to the source directly. His girlfriend, which was underage at the time, Paige the Panda, came out and made a video during this time and talked about how manipulative he was. So if you want to go look at that stuff, that's up to you. I'm not going to show it here because it's just something I don't really want to talk about. But I will tell you what he did after the fact when he got caught and how he handled it like a baby. So what did Lion Maker do after the fact? Did he A, have a psychotic break? B, lose his shit, start crying, and played victim on Twitter? Or C, post explicit pictures of his underage girlfriend on Twitter for everyone to see? I will give you 10 seconds to respond to this. Okay, did you make up your mind? Because you're wrong. He did all three of those things. So not only did he prove he was a predator, a narcissist, and a crybaby all at once, He proved that he's unfit to be on YouTube, and he's still not banned. So what the fuck? Why isn't he banned? God, I really fucking hate, like, diving into topics like this, because this actually makes me want to, like, fucking punch someone. It makes me so mad. I don't even know what to say at this point, because I'm surprised that these guys are not banned, and a lot of other big YouTubers should be talking about this, but no one is using their voice to bring, like, awareness to these issues. Everyone's talking about doing the right thing and helping out victims in these sorts of fucking cases, but no one's doing anything to make sure that no one else is getting hurt. A good way to stop these problems is to hit them from the source and attack the people that are causing them. But nobody is doing any of that, so why the fuck are we not standing up for what's right and putting a stop to this behavior on YouTube? This is a platform for people that are going to act mature and not do anything disgusting or take advantage of their fame. So these people are they're taking advantage of their fame and using it to, just disgusting things. Like, I didn't even want to talk about this, but I'm so frustrated with seeing this shit pop up every damn time, and the only people who talk about it are news channels on YouTube. So why the fuck is this still happening? Yes, I know that there's bad people out there, but there's still some way we can make a difference. People really need to start, like, talking about this, especially bigger YouTubers. They really need to start talking about this and stopping this kind of behavior. There is absolutely no reason why you cannot use your voice to influence YouTube or just create some sort of change for positivity. And no one is using their voices to do anything like that. It's sad that that I need to come out and talk about this. I'm a small YouTuber, and the fact that I have to say something is kind of sad. No one is going to hear me because, I'm small. That's a given. But these bigger YouTubers have the opportunity to make change happen, to make things more fair, to make sure that people are not getting hurt. And people are getting hurt. I'm not blaming bigger YouTubers for not saying anything. I just wish they would say something about this, because there should be a lot more awareness going into things like this. And a lot more parents should be paying attention to what their kids watch. Yes, I know that there probably are some parents watching this, so you probably should, keep an eye on your kids. I'm not telling you what to do, but if I were you, I would keep an eye out for what they're watching, because sometimes there is some bad stuff on this site, man, and there's some bad people that are on it. So don't let these people influence you or your kids. I'm surprised that there isn't a lot more care going into situations like these, because for all we know, there could be many more, and I guarantee there are many more, like, creeps on YouTube that take advantage of their fame to get with kids. And that scares me. That scares the shit out of me. Honestly, that scares the fuck out of me. Like, could you imagine fucking, like, your kid talking to some grown-ass man from the internet and he gets away with it? Now, you probably heard me say MAP. MAP is a term for minor attracted people. But I'm not going to give them the term of sounding all politically correct for them. No, they're pedophiles. I'm going to call them pedophiles. They're monsters. So, what the fuck? Why is our society becoming much more lenient towards people like this? It's disgusting. Like, these people are monsters, man. Like, how do you rationalize doing something inappropriate with a child? A child does not have the capacity to make a decision that an adult would. So, what are you trying to say? Kids are a sexuality? No, they're not. It's gross. So, like, people need to pull their fucking head out of the gutter and do some damn right here, because it's just, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm afraid for the future of this site if no one can actually make a conscious decision to actually fix things, and no one is doing anything to fix this. Especially YouTube. They're supposed to be the law and order on here. They're banning people like Leafy for making edgy content, but they're not banning fucking pedophiles. So I don't understand what the fuck is going on with this site, but something needs to change, and something needs to change soon. So, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rage into my headset about this kind of stuff. As you can tell, I'm not really much of a commentary YouTuber if you're new here, but if you're new, make sure you slap a like and subscribe. I kind of feel gross saying that right now because this topic just, every time I think about it, just throws me off, and I just don't even know what to say anymore. I'm appalled with how this world is. But I got to stop talking about it. I'm going on vacation in the week, and I just needed to get this stuff off my chest because I am I just don't want to think about it much anymore, and I think you guys should probably be much more conscious of things like this. I want to make sure I have some people that are younger watch my videos, and I think they should also know about the dangers of talking to people over the internet. And I hope that you've learned something or agree with me. If you're a pedophile and you support this shit, I don't want your like. You can go somewhere else. I don't want you here. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk, if you want to tell me what you think, just throw something in the comments. Tell me what you think. But I'm not even going to put an outro on this video. I'm just so fucking disgusted with this entire topic. You guys have a nice day or night. Bye.